Here we go. Today we're going to talk about the unlimited challenges and the best way to approach these challenges, because there's a good way to do it and there's definitely a bad way to do it. Now, if you caught the first episode of my 12 and 0 series, how an average player goes 12 and 0, the first episode I talk about timing and the best time to play unlimited and the worst time to play it. And one of the key things I say in that video is when the unlimited XP drops, it's a really good time to get off of unlimited, because every sort of super sweat in the game that has gone 12 and 0 and that has maybe stopped you doing it early in the season, that had completed unlimited and got off the game, now has a reason to get back on it. So you're probably going to run into them again. So the sort of 2 to 3 days straight after the XP drops is actually the worst possible time to play unlimited. Because even if you look at the first few weeks, there are some people like myself who didn't go 12 and 0 until a week ago. So I wasn't grinding the game really hard in the first few days. The first 3 weeks it's kind of spread out, but when this drops, absolutely everyone gets back on unlimited and it's really tough. So today I'm going to try and prove that point. I'm going to play 10 games of unlimited, or I'm going to go for 10 wins on unlimited. I'm absolutely certain we'll take losses. Like, we haven't lost a huge amount of games this year. This is a squad I'm going to run. I'm going to run the low overall. So if you caught my 12 and 0 video, you'll see why I'm running this squad. But this is just the worst possible time to play unlimited. I don't want to play it. I'm going to play half the games today. I'm going to play 5. I'm going to go for 5 wins today, and then tomorrow I'm going to try and go for the other 5 wins. So this is literally the XP's been dropped maybe an hour or so. So we're straight off the back of that XP being dropped. So as I load into this game, it wouldn't be a Jazz2K video unless I gave you 2 seconds to subscribe. So we're going to do that quickly. Thank you for subscribing. Subs are going up like crazy, by the way. So starting point, we're 1-0. We're 77 and 12. So, you know, if all goes well in those 10 games, we'll be 87 and 12. But I just cannot see it happening. So I'm going to break down each game and I'm going to show you why this is such a bad time to play unlimited. Hopefully I'll prove my point. But I'm going to show you why it's such a bad time to play unlimited. So first matchup here, we get a decent lineup. It's someone trying to do what I'm doing. Yeah, Bobby Jones, a great defender. It's a good spread. I mean, he's basically trying to do exactly what I'm doing, but, you know, not the worst matchup ever. But like I said, this guy could have gone 68 and 0 for all we know. He could be really good and back on the game. So it's not just about the squads, it's about the players that you're running into. Now, before I get into this gameplay, I do want to talk about anyone who hasn't gone 12 and 0 and is planning on doing it. Don't touch this for the next 3 days. It's a really bad idea. You'll run into players that you won't run into in 3 or 4 days. So just make it easy for yourself. So our first game was quite comfortable. We got quite aggressive in this game. It's halfway through the second quarter. I figured out quite quickly that the guy was struggling, and especially to contain the fast break. So what I did do in this game is I tried to just be as aggressive as I could. You'll see us get a steal here in a second. Just trying to overwhelm this guy to get out of this, because once you've kind of done this all, I mean, we've played 80 odd games. I'm not really interested in playing a huge amount more unlimited. So we're 1-0 now in our sort of first 10 games. Let's see if we can get it through. Not too bad so far. Let's get into the second game. Just a reminder that this really isn't ideal what I'm doing right now. You don't want to be doing this straight out the gate. I'm definitely taking a hit for the team here just for the content. So you'll see a common thread here that if you are running a low overall, you're literally going to run into people doing the same thing. There's not going to be any starter squads. Everyone's on the game. He's got a really good squad. Eddie Jones is one of my favourite cards in the game. So this is the kind of squads we're going to continue to run into. So this is game 2. Let's see how it goes. So this game was a little bit weird because it was close. You can see again we're defending pretty well here. He did get 3 of his 5 points from a sort of foul on the 3-point line, which, you know, isn't ideal. But for some reason he just quit really early. He obviously wasn't in the mood to sweat. You know, you have to get wins. It's not just games played. You have to win 10 games. So I think this guy just decided this wasn't worth the sweat and he checked out. So that put us at 2-0 really early on. Now, again, it's worth noting there's been a long time when I've been overall glitching since I ran into, like, good teams. You know, you run into a lot of starter cards and weaker teams. 3 games in a row right now, we're seeing someone who's clearly trying to get a 79 overall. He's got 3 diamonds in his team. He's done really well to engineer that team to a 79. I don't know actually quite know how he's done it. But you can see here, the reason these people are back on the game, they weren't here last week, is probably all 3 of these people did go 12 and 0 and have now jumped back on the game. So let's see how the third game goes. So again, in the third game, I could almost show you the entire game. We knocked down 2 threes really early in the game. I think we came out playing really good defense. And again, you know, this guy had 3 diamonds versus our team. We've got 1. You know, he probably should have won this game, you know, if you really want to look at the squads objectively. But you can see here, we got out, we played good defence again. We hit the fast break and we knocked down a 3. So we were 6-0 up and he just checked out. So we're 3-0 overall now. We're getting through this really quickly and it's surprising me that the games haven't been so tough so far. So just so you know, I am recording my reaction to each win straight after it happens, or each loss if that's going to happen as well. So this is all real time straight after the game. So 3-0, we load into our 4th game. Let's see how that one goes. So 4th game, we're going to load in here and we get an 85 overall. So that's a really high overall. I'm going to say overall glitching is pretty much pointless at this game. I think I've been at a disadvantage in most games. But it's not a great 85 overall. Let's see how this one goes. Can we go 4-0? So the 4th game took a little bit longer here, but as you can see, we did get the win. Again, we're just playing really good defense today. I think that's been the key. So we get to our 4th win relatively comfortably, and he checks out. Let's get on to game 5, which will be the last game that we play today, and then we're going to play 5 more tomorrow, hopefully. Probably a few more if we take some L's. If we lose the next game, also, we'll continue playing until we get 5 wins. So something amazing has happened here as well. We've got an 87% win ratio, which I've never had in any 2K ever or any season. That's definitely the best ratio I've ever had. Really proud of that. Let's get on to game 5. So game 5 we have... Let's see what the team is. If it's good, we might go 5-0. It's weird. It's weird. I mean, he looks like he's... Is he just doing... Yeah, he's trying to evo those players, I think. This is going to be a W. If we go 5-0 in the first... On the first day, that's really, really good. Maybe it does suggest it's straight after you play it. But let's see how the game goes first. So this guy actually did put up a fight. Again, we just played really well defensively. I think if he had a better squad, he might have even won this game, to be honest. But we put up a good fight defensively. We were getting steals, as you can see there. Again, we were hitting on the fast break. And it seems like every time we kind of do this sort of fast break in the second quarter or something, we get a rage quit. So we got 5 wins there. They were all really quick. Like, they were all really quick. None of them were massively sweaty games. So I think straight after the XP is released might not be the worst time to play this game mode. But I'm sure it will be worse. Like, I'm going to stop today, and then I'm going to play again tomorrow. So I'll pick it up when we start tomorrow. So day 1 was kind of a success. I mean, we did have some bad matchups, but we managed to get all those 5 wins without taking a loss. Day 2 kicking off now. Breaking all of my rules now. I'm playing early in the day. I'm doing everything possibly stupid I could. That's why I've labelled this video as a suicide mission. But I'm feeling pretty confident. So let's see the matchup that we get. Is it going to be... Oh, I don't even want to see the lineup. Okay, that's obviously a good team, but more importantly, this guy is really good at the game. I took one of my L's to him. Actually, we've played, I think we've played twice this season. One win, 1 L. Whatever happens, this is going to be a sweaty as hell game. He's really good. And there you have it, the evidence. We've got an update required on the screen, but we've just taken a loss. And yeah, I mean, it was a tough game, and it was the perfect example of why this is a really bad time to play Unlimited. So if you're trying to go on a 12-0 run, if I had been trying to go on a 12-0 run now, 2 days ago, this guy definitely wouldn't have been on the game. But the 2 games I had with him were, I think, like first 2 tiers. I think he's one of those guys that comes out the gates and just tries to get it done in a few days. But he's obviously jumped back on for the XP. And you can see he's messing around now. But yeah, he's trying to jump back on for the XP. And, you know, he got a W with me. Now, I'll be honest with you. What I probably should have done is just checked out of this game early. Because it is about wins and it's about getting it done quickly. I don't have a reason really to play this game and sweat it out. But I actually really like playing this guy. It's always fun. It's always close. And, you know, we took the L this time. We're just going to have to eat that humble pie. I'll just show you the stat line from the game, actually. So you can see here, we played really well, to be honest. We shot 68% from the field. We shot 65% from 3, 100% from the free throw line. Just look at the rebounding. You know, we just got absolutely obliterated on the rebounding, 19-5. I mean, at his defensive end, we went 14-1. It just was a tough game. He's got Ben Simmons. I couldn't stop him. And it just proves exactly that this is the worst time to be playing Unlimited. Even if you're trying to do XP, wait a few days. If you're trying to, you know, actually complete Unlimited, this is just an awful, awful time to be playing this mode. So we've taken our first L. We're 5-1. So we're going to keep playing until we win 5 games. So let's see how the next one goes. Okay, so we're 5-1 in total. We're 0-1 for the day. Let's see what we get in our second game. And let's see it. There it is. Okay, that's going to be an easy win. All right, let's get this one done. Hopefully we'll be 1-1 at the end of this. So this was another weird game. I mean, we put up 3 points. As you can see here, he breaks on the counter. We're just playing a bit of defense. He tries to take a shot. We can test it, and he checks out again really quickly. Exactly what we could do with, to be honest, because I really don't want to be playing this. I'm playing it for science. That's what I'm playing it for. So it's good. It's good we're 1-1 today. We're 6-1 overall. I am a little bit annoyed here that we've lost our 87% win ratio. that guy did cost us a lot. So let's see here. Can we go 2-1? Let's see what the lineup is. Let's have a look. And there it is. Okay, so that's really significant. The reason that's significant is that is the starter team. He's obviously got a free agent card in there, who is Shaq, which is going to be fun. But that's actually the first sort of decent overall glitching lineup we've had. You know, when you're running a 79, you hope it to run into these teams quite regularly, but you'll see how few and far between they are at a time like this. Because what are we now? 6-1 overall. We've played 7 games since those XP agenda has dropped, and this is the first time. It's our 8th game. So no major surprises here. We knocked down this free throw and then he checks out. He did make a bit of a game of it, which was good. But we're 2-1 now today, and we are what now? 7-1 overall. So hopefully I just got to play another 3 games. I might take another L. Let's see what happens. Now let's see if we can get to 8-1. Hoping for a good matchup here. I'm hoping for 3 good matchups, and then we're just out of here because I really don't want to play this anymore. Okay, let's see what it is. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, cool. That's a W for sure. If you're ever going to overall glitch, don't do it this way. Oh, no. So this guy did stick around for a bit, but the inevitable happened. I mean, he just wasn't going to compete with that team. If I lost this game, I would ask myself serious questions. I'd probably just delete my YouTube account. But 3-1, that's good. Okay, so we're 8-1 overall. I mean, if we get out of this with like 1 or even 2 losses, that would be a success, considering how difficult it is to play Unlimited at this specific period of time. I wouldn't mind a few more lineups like that. If we get 2 more lineups like that, then we've definitely got 2 more games to play, and then we're done. Let's see what this one looks like. And the grand reveal is... Okay. Embry, basically Pink Diamond Giannis, Cam Reddish, Tracy McGrady. He's got Damon Jones, and then that Haslam card is actually supposed to be quite good as a bronze. I saw that on someone else's video yesterday. It's weird. Apparently he's got like an 85 driving dunk. I don't really understand how that's an 80 overall. He's done really well to do that. The bronze could create an argument here, but I would say those 3 pink diamonds, considering we have none, make that a better team, and we may be about to take our second L in 2 days. Well, in a day. We lost the other game first thing this morning. Yeah, there it is. There's the proof. Let's see how this goes. So I think it's safe to say we dodged a bullet here. We were just playing good defense all game. Our defense has been great today, apart from that one game where I literally couldn't stop Ben Simmons. But in this game, we managed to stop T-Mac, Embry and Cam Reddish. And, you know, you'll see in a second here that he checks out of the game as well. So that puts us at 9-1 and hopefully puts us in a position where we need 1 more win and we can kind of then analyse how this has all gone. So this will be our final game, and, you know, like I said, as long as we win it, it will be our final game. And, you know, we've run into a 73 overall and then 3 pink diamonds back to back. So this could be absolutely anything. So I forgot to hit record, and this is the team I ran into. Now, I've played this guy a few times. I'll be honest, it doesn't usually end well for him. And he did the right thing here, because as you'll see in a sec, he'll go to his pause screen as soon as we load in, and he will check out the game. So that puts us at 10-1 over those 2 days. We had to play 11 games to get that 10th card in the end. I'll take that, and let's look back on it and see what we've learned from all of this. So, first and foremost, we got our 87% win ratio back, which is awesome. I loved seeing that on the screen. I still can't quite believe it. But this was an experiment. That's what this was. You know, I posted a video a few days ago. The video's doing really well, by the way. Thank you again for that. That playing this playing unlimited after the XP drops is a terrible idea. And there was a reason for that, which is it derailed me last year. I was on a 27-game win streak. And then when the unlimited XP dropped, all the sweats jumped back on. And I literally went 8-8 in the next 16 games. So it completely changed everything. Now, this experiment hasn't gone quite to plan because I was expecting to lose more games. And I could have lost more games, to be honest. If you break it down, you know, when you're running a 79 overall, you're expecting to run into weaker players. I think 4 games out of the 11 that we played were what I would consider like a gimme, that we were definitely going to win those games. The other 7 I had to win. You know, that guy who had that Eddie Jones lineup, that was a good game. The guy who had the 85 overall lineup with the Rubies, that was a good game. We had the guy with Cam Reddish and Tracy McGrady. And we had the guy who beat us, who's actually just amazing at the game. So you can see, if you were trying to go 12-0, I could have lost those games really, really easily. I didn't today and yesterday because I think I was just actually playing better than usual, defensively, certainly. But would I recommend that if you're trying to get this done, if you're trying to get 20 wins on Unlimited for the reward, or if you're trying to go 12-0 and you're, say, in the Pink Diamond or Galaxy Opal tier now, would I recommend that you jump onto Unlimited in the next couple of days to do that? Definitely not. I think it's a bad idea. I've taken 13 losses all year and one of them happened today. I don't recommend it. Until next time, thanks for watching, guys.